All right, and now moving on to the international break that just happened with not many different, there's not much news at all to be honest, at least we know of, keeping it honest.
Yeah, it's
But
been quiet.
yeah, we'll start off with England and how they have a new all time leading scorer, but I shouldn't really be the one to talk about this, I feel, because he is also Tottenham's leading all time scorer as well.
What a good player. Harry Kane, he's one of our own. Great player. Um, I mean, he's going to go down as one of the best of all time. You know, the thing he's missing on his CV and resume is that he hasn't won any trophies, but he has all these all time records now. It's crazy to see. He's done it at Spurs this whole time, but he's finally got it for England, beat
England in
Rooney,
only
got
81
number 52,
appearances.
and only 81 appearances, too. I mean, the man
And
is
Rooney, I think,
brilliant.
had over, 150? And that was the previous
I don't think he
record.
had that many.
I believe
I
it
don't think he
was
had.
150, but I could be wrong. Either way, that
Yeah,
record is still,
exactly. A lot of appearances. He
yeah,
made 120.
120. Okay.
Yeah,
Either
but he
way,
was also more of a midfielder. But yeah.
he
Um,
was England's best player, arguably for a while. And now
yes.
Harry Kane, you can say he's England's best striker right now, but he
Mhm.
definitely was England's best player. But right now, there are other players coming through that I
Who would you say is
I'm
better than
saying
Kane
right
right
now
now?
in form, right now.
Mhm.
He over the generation he's played, yes, he is.
Yes.
But right now, you can say arguably Saka maybe.
Saka, yeah, but Kane has the second most goals in the Prem this year.
Saka also is the only one to hit 10 goals and 10 assists so far this season.
Well, if Kane
Um,
passes to Son doesn't score.
True. I mean, arguably you can say Bellingham, how he's captaining Dortmund and they're winning the Bundesliga.
Hmm.
Um,
Very different. It's
they're
very hard
very
to
different
compare different
players. Yes, I'm just
positions.
talking about overall. I'm talking about not overall, current form.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm talking about. I'm
Okay.
obviously not gonna say Pickford is better because Pickford doesn't even belong on the team, to be quite honest. But
I think Pickford should, to be fair,
I don't. He should be the
but
backup. I think Pope should be playing. Personally.
that's fair.
But
That's
yeah,
fair. I don't think Pickford's ever done anything wrong to lose a spot. But anyways, yes, England beat Italy 2-0, I believe,
two
and then
one,
they played
2-1,
again 2-1,
2-1.
and then they played Ukraine today
But
and
they also got
won 2-0.
they won 2-0 against Ukraine. They got I believe it was Luke Shaw got a red card against Italy.
Yep, that a boy.
I never
Really
saw
big
the
game
highlights
indeed.
for that game, but I did just see the little timesheet and just saw that he got a red card. I don't know what for. I don't know if you watched the game or
Good
not.
for him. No, I missed it. I was
Okay.
busy. Um, but yeah, outside of that, don't really know much what's going on. It's the start of a World Cup qualifying, so they've all been sorted into their groups real quick. Actually, that's what I'll look up.
They've already been sorted in the groups. And while you
Mhm.
talk about that, I can just bring up our just leads and Spurs how Emerson Royale got injured, went limping off the pitch. So
Mhm.
that's not good. And also, Adams already being out for Leeds before the international break with a thigh injury, and then Vober gets hurt. He did personally say on his Instagram that it's nothing big. And
Yeah.
then, so our best defender, arguably as midfielder, and then Nanto rolls his ankle. He walked off the pitch fine. He had the magic spray,
Mhm.
whatever they spray on their ankle, but he walked off just fine after 20 minutes. It could just be precautionary, just because it's a
Mhm.
friendly. It was a friendly, but
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully everything's all
Still,
good there. We need our best players. We're still in a relegation fight, but
yep.
that's it
Wilbur would be a
for.
big miss.
That's really it for all we know. We didn't really catch up that much with the international break.
No, I do want to go over. It wasn't the World Cup qualifiers because obviously the World Cup just happened.
Yeah,
It's the Euro qualifiers, and
yeah.
I'm going to name the three best teams in every group, and I want you to tell me the one that you think wins it and the one that goes to the
It's groups of three.
playoffs, and then one team doesn't. No, there's groups of five, but
Groups of
there's like
five.
I'm I'm not naming some of them because they're terrible.
Okay, that's
Um,
fair.
Group A, like I'll give you an example. Group A: Spain, Scotland, Norway,
Spain's
Georgia,
going through.
Cyprus.
Yeah, Spain's going through. Is it? How many go through in that group two?
One, and then the second place goes into a playoff.
Okay, so Spain's going through. What were the other teams again?
Mhm.
Or the other ones?
Scotland and Norway.
I believe Holland's injured.
He is. There's a long way to go, but they also have
But
Odegaard now,
also, but
and they have some other
Sorloth
really good players.
was is not in good form right now at Real Sociedad. He was, but right now he's
Mm-hmm.
not. But they also have a Norway has a lot of players actually. Like I was listening to the Ranks FC podcast. They
Mm-hmm.
have some ballers on the
Ostigurds at
team.
Benfica.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say Norway. I want to see them. I want to
All
see them
right,
go to the Euros, and
I
hopefully
want
by
to
the
see
time
it
they
too.
go to the Euros, Holland is healthy, and I can see him actually get international play, not just in friendlies,
Yes, and
and
they have
see how he is
Odegaard
there.
too.
And Odegaard too,
They'll,
obviously.
they'll
Yeah,
probably go. They'll probably get into the playoffs. All
yeah.
right, France, Greece, Netherlands, Republic of Ireland.
It's gonna be France and Netherlands.
Yeah, I feel bad
I don't
because
know
Republic
which
of Ireland
one is
actually quite
going
decent.
to, because Netherlands, they can upset.
France,
I'm saying
Netherlands.
Netherlands can upset,
Yeah,
but
that's
yeah,
fair.
I'm gonna say
It looks
arguably
like France won
France.
the first game against Netherlands 4-0. So,
Okay, so France is gonna win, and the Netherlands will be in the playoff. But Netherlands will be in
all
the
right,
Euros. I don't have doubt that they're not gonna win their spot.
England, Italy, North Macedonia, Ukraine.
Teams usually like the next time they're in the Euros, they don't do good after they win it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say England and Ukraine. England win, Ukraine go to the playoffs. That's what I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
say. Because Italy, a lot of their players are retiring, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not like I mean, obviously they have Willie Nato, you know, best Leeds attacker, but
Yep.
he's also just got subbed on. He's not even their starter right now.
Yeah, it's early in the cycle though,
Yeah, it
the
is early in the
international cycle.
cycle, but I want to say England and Ukraine.
Okay. Big. I'm gonna go England, Italy. Big take. Um, Interesting group: Turkey, Wales, Croatia, Armenia, and Latvia.
I don't
But you're
even
not
know.
gonna say
Turkey,
either of
Wales,
those.
Croatia,
Yeah, I'm gonna go Croatia. Get out. Turkey finish
Croatia.
second.
Bale is injured. Yeah, it's Turkey. No, and Bale's not injured.
Oh.
Sorry, he's retired.
I mean, he
Yeah.
probably is,
Unless
but
Dan James gets put as striker and just scores a phenom, but he won't. So
yeah,
it's
the gold generation of Wales is gone,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Tyler
All
Roberts,
right, you're right. I
come
forgot about
through.
him. Poland and Czech Republic. Czechoslovakia for some reason.
That's it. What are the other teams?
Uh, Albania, Moldova, Faroe Islands
Faroe Islands. Where is that?
in Europe.
Fair enough. Okay. Yeah. Just I think Poland's gonna win, and then Czech Republic goes second.
I think Czech Republic goes first, Poland second.
Yeah.
It looks like they already played in Czechoslovakia. Czech Republic won 3-1. It's not 1980. Um, Interesting one. Austria, Belgium, Sweden. I am gonna
Oh.
say Austria and Sweden. No, Belgium and Sweden.
I'm gonna say Sweden win, Belgium playoffs.
Okay, I'm gonna go Belgium number one still because they still have like De Bruyne, they still have
They do,
Onana, they
but
still
you
have
saw them at the World
Courtois.
Cup,
Yeah, but they have a new manager now too.
I guess.
They still have Lukaku. Group G: Serbia, Hungary, Bulgaria. Serbia,
Serbia and Hungary.
Hungary.
Yeah.
Slovenia, Denmark, Finland.
Denmark win.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm gonna go with. And Slovenia second,
Yeah,
and
let's go.
maybe Northern Ireland. They're in there
Hey,
too.
Stuart Dallas, captain of the team, comes
Well, he's
through.
dead,
No,
isn't
they're
he?
not. He's dead basically. I'll say I want to
Okay.
say Finland. Just throw just to say something different, but honestly, it's a toss up.
Yeah. Switzerland, Romania, or Israel?
Swiss and Romania, I
Israel
guess.
second.
Israel
I'm
second.
gonna
Okay.
go with Israel because they've got some exciting young players. Or Kosovo, they're pretty decent. Be interesting.
Yeah.
That's a really weak group. Um, Portugal, final Group J, Portugal, Slovakia, Iceland, or Bosnia and
That's so many
Herzegovina,
teams. Portugal,
Herzegovina,
Slovakia, Iceland,
and Bosnia.
Portugal and Bosnia. I'll
Portugal are
say.
going to go through.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Slovakia because they've got some decent players. If they still do, maybe Hopsick's still around. But nice. Okay, sweet. So we have we've we've correctly predicted the Euros now. We
Yeah,
know exactly who's going to be
100%
there.
accuracy. And when does
Accuracy.
the qualifiers start? Do you know?
They started this international break. That's
Well,
what
I'm
these
saying
games
when does
are.
the group stage game start?
For the Euros
Yeah.
in
Is
2024,
oh,
the
okay.
Euros, are you just mind blanking on what the Euros are?
No.
Yes, it's
What I
what
was
Italy
what I'm
won.
saying, I confused myself because of COVID it was delayed a year.
Yeah,
So I got the years confused. Okay.
yeah.
20
And
so it's
good.
2024.
And the World Cup was pushed back, so this is going to kind of come up quickly. But
Yeah.
yeah. And then I guess the last little segment here we're going to tag on here is just the kind of weekly segment about my semi-pro team. You don't really have much to say here,
No, yeah, this is
but
all
it
about
was the
me.
first. Yeah, it was the first game of the season. Hopes were high. There were murmurs around the training ground that we might win some games this season. Everyone was excited. Come game day, coaches name a very bizarre team, one that people were not expecting, one where regulars who'd been with us from the beginning and leaders were dropped for new players. Inevitably, we lost 5-1. And we're 3-0 down at halftime and conceded the first goal by giving them the ball in the box from a goal kick um, in the first minute. So that sounds like amateur hour because that's what it felt like. Very embarrassing start to the season for Intercity as we look to build and start moving up the table a bit, being a little bit less like Leeds and being a bit more like Villa. Um,
Yeah.
we look like Leeds. Um, we've brought in some new young talent, but too much of the old guard has changed. So I know I've personally had conversations with the captain since then, and the coaches have had. I've had conversation with the coach about just too many changes were made too quickly, and the coaches take full responsibility for it. They set us up wrong, but
What were the other
we
guys
go at
cut or
it.
were they just dropped to the bench?
I was one of them. I was just dropped to the bench. Don't know why. I had a good week at practice. I'm not one that's going to complain though. If but I usually I know if I'm going to be dropped. I did not think I was going to be dropped. There was a new guy who's bigger and taller than me, probably better on the ball than me. That's why he got the start. But I'm a better player because I know where to be. I'm better defensively and
Yeah.
better at communicating. He looked lost. I didn't look lost when I came on. There were a few players. The last game we won was that cup game in the preseason. Only one player was playing in the same spot from that game to this
Yeah,
game.
that's not. Yeah.
There's no continuity, and that's exactly what I said. I was like, listen, there's a lot of new players. I know you need to rotate. I know these players that need opportunities, but you change too much. There's going to be no chemistry, and you could see that in the first half because by the time he brought on the gold guard that he didn't start in the first half, there was four that came on. The game immediately tightened up. Maybe it was because they were 4-1 up at that point, um, and maybe because the new guys came on, or maybe it's because they were 4-1 up. The game tightened up, and there was less happening, and it was more controlled, and our players are playing with more confidence. But it'll be interesting to see um, how the season continues, and I'll make sure to keep everyone updated because everyone here is now intercity ultras. So
Exactly. But
yeah,
every week come
yeah,
back with the updates, of course.
I will, unless they get really, really bad. It'll be a quick 30
Then
second
they can be a
update.
quick 30-second update, not their own. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. All right, well, I think that sums everything up we're going to cover this weekend. You got anything else?
I got nothing.
No. All right. Well, thank you very much, Ethan. Thank you very much to our listeners. Appreciate you guys for listening. Even if you didn't make it all the way through, thank you for listening to a bit of it. We'll be back again next week discussing the world of sports. you very much. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.
Yep.
Goodbye.